Okay, so this might come as a shock to some of you, but what you need to know and always keep in mind is that if the casino, any casino anywhere in the world, offers you a new version of a game that you're fond of, that you enjoy playing and have played for years, if they offer you a new version, then it's definitely going to be worse for you. That's their business plan. It always has been with casinos. They create these corruptions of blackjack like free bet and double down madness and all the rest of it, and pretend that they're more exciting, more interesting, more engaging. And what it's about is, they have introduced new rules which make them more money and make the games harder to beat. And then, of course, they rely on shills like Vegas Matt and so on to constantly promote these corrupt versions of blackjack, for instance. By saying that they're fun and they're da, da, da. And Vegas Matt has made a ton of money in traditional common or garden old-fashioned blackjack, being paid on dealer 22s that bust the dealer and paid him money. But he doesn't care about that. He's in the business of doing what the casinos tell him to do. And if one of his many casino buddies comes to him and say, "Hey Matt, do you think maybe you could do a thing about Double Down Madness? Because we really need that game to catch on." He's there. Oh, in spades. Ha! Okay then. So Baccarat Win Pro has been giving us a pretty easy ride just lately. For all of well, no. let, let me just correct myself here. Going back to Sunday, March 29th, we haven't had a loss, but we know that that's going to change any minute. So I guess I better just get on with it, huh? Excuse me. What happened there? That was just weird. That's way too fast. Okay, obviously it was a tie. Oh, and I'd forgotten to press fast. All right. Come on, do the right thing here. All right, so we're on 51. 2, 3. Oh dear. 5, 6. Goody goody. Didn't make much for our 1100, but we made something. 10%, something like that. 10% is good. One, two. Oh dear. Where are we at currently? 5 wins, 6 losses. It's just so important that you bet in such a way that you win more when you win than you lose when you lose. And I know I go on and on and on about it, but by golly, it ain't sinking in. 2, 3. 5, 6. 11, 6, and we're running off to the bank. Oh dear, 17, 20. I think I'm going to be leaving this shoe in a sec. In fact, strictly speaking, I should leave it now because we're already 5 behind. 17, 20, let's give it a go. Hey! Wonderful. All right, back to the min. That's 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Back to the min. That's 1. Double for the tie. 1-2. Is that enough? Yeah, I think so. Last one. Double for the tie. Up, 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 up. 1-2. 3-5 and running away from the bank if we lose. 8-5, so that's 2-1 onto player on 500s. Now 1-2. Oh, that was a piece of cake, wasn't it? That jumped us ahead. Rounding up is so important, you know, you've got to keep doing that. You know, you've got to keep sort of like adding to your pot, if you like, to your investment. And yes, it raises the bets, but you always turn around in the end. Well, except when you don't, but that hasn't happened yet. What happened there? All right, +1. And plus another one. 1-2. Back to the min. Double for the loss. Double for the tie. In trouble now, aren't I? How soon I forget. 2-3. All right. Back to the min. +1. Repeat. 51. Repeat. 1-2. Try again. 3-4. Damn it, so many ties. All right. I mean, going at these games haphazard and randomly and emotionally and I don't know, seat of the pantsly and all that stuff, so stupid. It just doesn't work. It can't. Okay, what day is it? Repeat. 51. Repeat. 1-2. Thank you. Back to the min. Double for the loss. Double for the tie. I think that's good. Minimum. +1. 51.
This is a reminder.
What happened then? 2-3? Five, 6. I don't like it when it hesitates like that. It does that every so often. It's like, I'm thinking. 5-6. 11-6. Bank of time. 17-20. We're going to be running away from this one. It's nearly at the end too. Oh, maybe not. Okay, back to the minimum. It's actually really solid, this shoe. I mean, we're 29, 30 wins to 31 losses. See, I mean, the point is, people, these idiots on YouTube, the sort of the professional losers, the shills, the barkers, the house pets, whatever you want to think of them as, they can only win when they win more bets than they lose. And you can't have a strategy that depends on luck. And how stupid is that? Damn it. Three, 5 and running away from the bank in a minute. Yep. So it's 2-1 on player. 1-2. I think we're going to run out of shoe in a minute. All right, oops. Okay, so it's 3-4 is the next bet. Wasn't terrible here. 31 to 35, 3-4. So the next bet is going to be 4,000 on player, and we got to save this one. And we're going to start a new one. I went into a trance there. Sorry. All right. Oh, we're in big buck territory right now, aren't we? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, this could be a blackjack day. 7, 8. Nope. Okay, back to the min. We'll just play this one through. If it lets us. 2, 3. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. Goody goody. Back to the min. Repeat. Minimum. Double for the loss. Repeat. Minimum. Yeah, there are some people that say that betting the same way all the time gets very, very boring. You know what I think is boring? Losing. Plus max. Do it again. Do it again. Ooh, this looks like it's set in for a while, doesn't it? Well, maybe not, but we're back to the minimum. What happened? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. All right, 15, 8. Now we're 15, 15, 8, 15, 8, 15, 8 going to the bank. 7, 9 now to cover the commission. Don't ever leave your commission till later. Build it into your turnaround bet. 7, 9. Bugger. Okay. 7, 9, 16, 20. All right. So we're going to run away from this one now. Because I just don't like it anymore. Oh, wait. I'm wrong about that, aren't I? 7, 9, 16, 20. I think I'd better bet the 20 again. Wait a minute. That's not right. We had a 6,000 balance down here at one point. I think I blew it there. Damn it, I've got to do another cleanup here. I'm going to bet 500. All right, I feel better about that now. Okay, I think I underbet there. Whatever you do, you've got to make sure that it's folded into your down and your out. You need to be on top of those numbers all the time, And the biggest problem that these professional losers have on YouTube is that they have no idea where they're at in terms of, how much they need to win and how fast in order to turn around. And you watch a mechanic, a robot like John Sirasani, it's something to see. It really is. It's sad. And he's entitled to do what he wants with his money, but he's putting himself up as some kind of role model, and it's awful. All right, that's got to be 1, 2. Oh, there we are. Back to the men. Repeat it. That's still stuck with the bank. +1. That's 1. 1, 2. Where are we at now? 24. Oh, we're ahead. We're well ahead. 24 wins to 17 losses. I do love this program because it helps my ancient brain I just wish they'd make a blackjack sim. I really do. Boy, we're bloody pissing all over this one, aren't we? All right, minimum. We did all right there. Three, 5, and running away from the bank, maybe. Yep. That's 2-1 on player. 3-2. 5-4. Uh-oh. 9-4. So that's 5-3 on player. We're going to run away from this one. Is it going to be a blackjack day? 5-3 in thousands. 8-6. 2-3. 1, 2, 3. Look at that. 5-6. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. Damn it. 11, 12. 23. 23, 25. That's where we're at. And then we'll run away again. Well, that was easy, wasn't it? Okay, so now I'll play this shoe to 20. And yeah, you know, there's always people out there who'll say things like, well, obviously, you know, you just bet 25,000, you can't then go to the minimum. What they don't get is that all of that stuff is completely irrelevant. All we're interested in is patterns. In a real casino, you've got loads of options. You know, you'll be on a floor at the MGM or whatever, and you know, you've got 200 tables available to you. We don't have that. I can't do that. So I'm not going to keep on bloody burning shoes just because of some twit who doesn't understand the numbers. And I'm not against criticism. I'm not, honestly, but it's just so exhausting sometimes because so many people respond to what I'm doing with snide comments, and it's quite clear from the way that they frame them that they're not thinking things through. They haven't worked things out in their heads. They're not basing it on on their own experience or their own knowledge. They're basing it on their response on conventional wisdom. And conventional wisdom is the friend of the casinos, let's face it. Uh-oh, what happened here? +1. Don't often get pauses like that. That's odd. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to them in. Double for the loss. 1, 2. Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we are. Close to the end of the run. +1. 51. Okay, as soon as we finish this one, we're out. I'll repeat this. There we are. Okay, so we are done. Session balance 10,900. I think we were slightly ahead there in terms of wins and losses. We'll know in a minute. Save this. Oh, what was the win there? Okay, so we did well. I think it's probably about even in terms of wins and losses. But anyway, we made 10,880 basically in 20 minutes, and there were some hairy moments, but the arithmetic, the numbers, the mathematics, the logic, the reality of these games is that if you don't have enough money to back your play, you will lose whatever money you have, because from time to time you're going to have to make a monster bet. We had it here. I think the maximum bet was 25,000, and we made it. So we were about 50,000 in. Okay, we've made almost 11,000. So if you do the sensible thing and look at your total action and then say, okay, this is how much my win is worth in terms of my total action or churn, which is of course the sum total of all bets, win or lose. And if you can make a percentage anywhere around 10%, you're doing well. For us this time it was about 20%, and that's great. You don't see that often, but we're doing well. We really are. So let's see what we got. We got 31 wins and 35 losses, so we were -4 at the end of this and still managed to win 28-20, right? I think the next one we did better in terms of wins and losses. So we were well ahead on this one. 9. So now we're at +5, but we still hit trouble. That'll happen. That'll happen. So now we're at +5. And then on the last one, -1. So +4 overall. About, I suppose the total number of bets was about, about 100 maybe. Yeah, I'm going to find out that in a second, aren't I? So we were +4 on, quite wrong, 136, 156, 160. So we're 4 ahead on 160. That's not much, is it? But we were ahead, so let's accept that. That's fine. So next up will be an Excel update of the current file. So see you in a bit. All right, so we're back here again in the brand new, well, it's not so new anymore, worksheet. We're at 410 shoes. We're showing a profit of 351,000 against a negative expectation of -1.25%. Indicated result according to that actual value is a loss of 98,500, and we're ahead 351,000. And of course, that relatively low number, it includes 12 occasions when I had to run off to blackjack in search of a higher maximum bet. And please try to keep in mind when you're looking at these things, I'm not suggesting that everybody can afford to bet this way, that everybody should even think of trying to bet this way. All I'm trying to demonstrate to you is that if you don't have the kind of backing that I'm illustrating with these constant updates here in this file and in others, then you will not win. You will be destroyed by these games. And so the very idea of walking up to a baccarat table or a blackjack table or whatever with 5 grand, 10 grand, even 50 grand is dumb. You will lose eventually, especially if you don't have any kind of plan, especially if you're betting pretty much the same amount every time, like somebody like John Sirasani, or trying to vary it a bit but doing it randomly, like for instance Dalton Webb. I mean, if you play that way, and if you imitate people like Vegas Matt and Bobby Rivas and Dana White and Crazy Cody Burn Money and Bretsky and all of those lunatics who can afford to lose because Google has got their back, because the casinos are greasing their palms, because, there are all kinds of factors that enable them to lose a shitload of money and come out smiling. You and I can't do that. So what I'm trying to do here is to just constantly show people this is how you have to do it. If you can't do it this way, don't try at all. That's all I'm saying. So, anyway, the last 3 shoes, just today, Thursday the 23rd of April, we managed just shy of 11% as a percentage of our total action. Our win was 10,900, near enough. Total action was 101,000. So we came out with just about 11%. We had the wind at our tail. We got a positive AV. That's what happens when you take, you count all the winning bets and all the losing bets, take one from the other, and then divide that by the total number of bets, okay? So that's how you get an AV, an actual value. So the actual value was a player age of 2.5%, which suggested a probable indicated result of 2,540 in profit, and instead we made 10,880, and that's the difference. But what you're looking for all the time is to make as much money as you can in percentage terms. Okay, so you watch somebody like Sirasani or whatever, and he'll win 2 or 3,000, and his churn will be 200,000. So he's making, on the rare occasions when he actually manages to win. And this is a guy who calls himself a lifetime winner everywhere he's ever played. I mean, oh, God. But anyway, he's making 1 or 2% at the most. What we're aiming for is 10%. This time we topped it a little bit. We did a little bit better than that. Let's have a look at the other shoe from today. This was this one here, 2312. As you can see, the date stamp is up here. I mean, the thing that gets me is that everything is so transparent here. It's so completely on the record. And yet there are still people out there who say, well, he's cherry picking. He's only using data that supports his theories. It's what can I say? Anyway, yeah. So we made 10,880 in 20 minutes, which I don't think is too terrible. Going down to the chart, what we're looking at here is a chart that just keeps on climbing. Yes, we had to run to baccarat 12 times. We managed to win over 1 million there. We've only won 351,000 at baccarat, but you know what? The high bets are what make the money, and that's what we've had to do. When we got to blackjack, we had to bet a shitload of money, and that's what I keep saying to you. You cannot beat these games unless you take this approach. This is a business. This is not fun and games. This is not an occasion to go out and get bloody shit-faced on so-called complimentary cocktails. It's not, a business in which you stay up all night and then start again at the crack of dawn feeling like crap. You have to only tackle these games if you have a ton of money behind you, if you're absolutely at your best, completely alert, completely capable, and above all, don't touch alcohol. But hey, there you go. Let's have a look at the latest front page. 95 shoes in this summary here. In those 95 shoes, we averaged only 590, but of course a lot of the shoes were just 5, 6, 10, 15, 20 bets. I have not tracked exactly the number of rounds in this session. At a certain point, you're just mining for information that you don't need. But the average session was 1900, a win of 1900. That's not terrible. We're running out of red nasties now. These are the occasions when I had to run over to blackjack to take advantage of the higher max bet. And you know what? We're doing bloody great. Really, really great. So, anyway, where else can I go here? The Nevada numbers are always worth a look. I'm constantly banging on about this, but there are just so many ignorant people out there who don't understand that even though the house edge for blackjack is less than 1%, because of the stupidity of the people who play the game, the house is making 13%. This isn't actually the latest. This is to the end of January. I think that the newest one posted is to the end of February. But look at it, 13% for blackjack, plus 13 for the house, 16% for the house, and the edge, the mathematical probability is minus 1.41%. So basically what you're seeing whenever you look at these figures, you're just looking at a pure proof that stupidity is what makes the casinos rich. Because stupidity, ignorance, drunkenness, greed, all those wonderful things that the casinos rely on are what build new casinos, at 5 billion a pop. I mean, it's just insane. So anyway, going backwards, front page, there it is. Chart, there it is. Latest shoes, there you have it. And I'm gone.